Hello and welcome to Poets Love and to episode 1 and to song 1 on our quest to write 100 songs. Now, just a little disclaimer, I'm not approaching this challenge from absolute zero, rather from a place where I tried to write songs in the past, started them, never finished them, spent months, even years just working on one little bit. So I've tried that in the past and it's not worked. So the point of this challenge is to see if I just write a lot of music in a fairly short amount of time, will that improve my songwriting? I have not written hundreds of songs in the past, I think I've finished one. One. Okay, with that being said, let's have a look at song 1. Okay, so this song is fairly simple, harmonically and rhythmically. We're in good old 4/4 time and we're in G major. And almost all of the chords used are diatonic. If you don't know what that word means, it just means they're the chords that belong to the key. I could also say notes to the diatonic, i.e. notes that belong to the key. Okay, with that being said, let's look at the chords that are in G major. Okay, so here we have a G major key signature and a G major scale. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a chord of each scale degree. We build chords in music by stacking thirds. Some of you may not know what thirds are. A third is a type of interval, and just one type of interval. So I think it'd be useful for me now to show you what an interval is, and then we can go and build our chords. An interval is the distance in pitch between two notes. If we look at our G major scale, we can see the different distances or intervals between the notes. The distance between a G and the next note in the scale, which is an A note, is a second. The distance between the G and the third note in a scale, which is a B, is a third. The distance between the G note and the fourth note in the scale, which is a C, is a fourth, and so on, right up until the distance between the G note and the next G note above it, which is an eighth in the scale, and that is the interval of an eighth or an octave. The different intervals have different qualities as well, such as major, minor, and perfect. But we don't need to bother with that right now. For now, let's start building chords from the notes of the G major scale. And we may as well start with the G major chord. We have our G note, and then we add the note a third above it, which is a B, and then we add the note a third above that note, which is a D. And we have a G major chord, a G major triad, a 3-note chord. And all these notes are taken from the G major scale. Now let's repeat that process for every note on the G major scale. G major, chord 2, A minor, chord 3, B minor, chord 4 or subdominant, C major, chord 5 or dominant, D major, chord 6, E minor, chord 7, F sharp diminished, chord 8, G major again. The verse of this song is made up of just 3 chords. Just 3 chords that belong to our key of G major. We have C, A minor, and G. And that's it. Let's have a listen. Hopefully you can hear there what we could do with just 3 chords. This song is made up of 2 verses, 2 choruses and an outro. So that is nearly 50% of my song there with just 3 chords. I've introduced new chords here in the chorus, but we don't necessarily have to do that. We could have used the existing chords in the verse and rearranged them, thus giving us a new chord progression. Or we could have just used the same chords in the same order for verse and chorus. I'm sure there are lots of songs that do that. If in the chorus we change the melody, with maybe different rhythms, different instrumentation, we're still going to get that feel of difference between verse and chorus. At this point, I've written the verse, the chorus, and a little outro section as well. Let's listen to the entire song. You're a sight to behold, or so I'm told. Satisfaction guaranteed for all your kinks and all your needs. I think that you're like me, falling through the cracks in society. How many more will fall every time I'm here another girl to call? I know your heart is cold, well that's okay, 'cause so is mine. So
tell me things explicit for £2.50 a minute. I know you think I'm seeded, but to me it's not smut, more like love. I'm told it's called perspective, what you call a pigeon, what I call a dove. In my head you're in bed alone, and you say there's room for me and all my kinks and all my needs. Your head answers for me as if some car abided by an angry sea. But it's all in my head, you've been paid for every little word you said. I know your heart is cold, well that's okay, 'cause so is mine. So tell me things explicit for £2.50 a minute. I know you think I'm seeded, but to me it's not smut, more like love. I'm told it's called perspective, what you call a pigeon, what I call a dove.
Well, there we have it. Song 1 out of 100 done, 99 to go. And what did I learn from this song? The importance of keeping notes, of writing things down. I have numerous notepads all over this house, scribbled with all sorts of stuff. And I also have a notes app on my phone, and I'm pretty sure you do too. If we're going to write songs, we're going to need lyrics. I'm always writing stuff down. Could be a new word I've heard, a couple of words that rhyme for the first time in my head. One half of a couplet, you could finish that months later, years later, it doesn't matter. Or it could be the new definition of something. The main chorus here about the pigeon and the dove. I remember hearing about that, how they're the same bird, and writing it in my notes app, and I found that. And sure enough, it said pigeon, dove, question mark, brackets, they're the same bird. The same bird with a wildly different reputation. The dove has biblical connotations of hope, and the pigeon, well, people call them rats with wings. And I got a song out of that. So let's keep writing things down so we have lyrics. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I hope you got something out of it. And please join me in the next video and the next song.